It's the Bustas, bitch.
That's right.
Welcome to the Bustas Podcast. I'm Ramosity.
I'm Lolo, yo.
I'm Hero.
I'm YOLO, whoa.
Did you say YOLO, whoa?
I'm done.
Yeah. It's like Mark he just heels over.
I'm Oreo.
Like he said, he's like, I'm YOLO, yo. He's like,
Alright.
Alright, today's subject is we're going to be talking Skinwalkers. That sounded kind of like a little kitten getting massacred.
That was metal as fuck.
Skin. Yeah.
So today is Skinwalkers, huh?
You Skinwalkers, dude.
Can one of you explain just like the terminology behind that so the fans know?
Well, it really just depends on like what culture, really.
Yeah.
Let's just say
It's like a Skinwalker could be a shapeshifter.
Well, yeah, that's always a shapeshifter, but like the most like known one is like the Wendigo. It's Navajo. Let me make sure. Let me fact check.
Ain't that an Indian?
Isn't the Wendigo?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers.
The ones I was specifically thinking of was like the doppelganger kind. The ones that act and
I
look
was
like humans
thinking
but
of
not.
the weird monster ones that'll pretend to be a human
Yeah,
and
that's
get
what
you
I'm thinking.
close to it.
Yeah.
Dude, fuck that.
So the doppelganger, is it like a identical version of yourself?
Well,
It
it's
tries
in
to
the in the Germanic
That's
lore.
the scary shit.
Yeah, the Germanic lore, a doppelganger, it could be just like any other day for you, but you run into something else that looks, talks just like you. But as soon as it sees you, it tries to murder you and take your place in your life.
Yeah, just like that movie that Pill did or whatever.
Yeah. Pretty similar to that, yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Oh, like the us or
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, could you imagine if you just like saw yourself, but then it's just like, and it like comes at you, and then it's like an instant fight to the death, like no matter where you're
Yeah.
at. Like you could be in the middle of McDonald's, like I'm about to eat this Big Mac.
You gotta kill this thing.
And you gotta murder this thing in front of fucking everybody, or else it's gonna murder you and take your spot in life.
Yeah, but like, how would you know that you're not the Skinwalker, right? Like, does it have memories too, or is it just like...
I think once it like kills you, it gets all your memories and stuff. I don't know about that end of it, but I just assume
Well,
that's how it would be.
That'd be a little weird, you know?
yeah.
Like, what if you get the urge to kill you? That one. And he's like, whoa, you look like me, dude. That's crazy. And you're like...
Oh, yeah, like, well, you're like, that dude looks a lot like me, and you're just like, I gotta fucking kill him.
Or like it just triggers something.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Yeah.
like you instant panic. I gotta kill this thing.
Yeah. I think the panic would be if it was the doppelganger. Like, you would feel like this thing, like, oh, I gotta defend myself, I gotta kill it.
Or what if it was like,
But,
what if like you don't get one that just goes straight for you? What if it's like one of those ones that are like, hey, you know, like it's more like sneaky about
well,
shit.
he's like, yo, dude, you look just like me, yada, yada, yada. It's
Yo,
like your
dude,
best.
we should hang out. That kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I didn't like the first minute you turn around and it gets you.
Oh, that'd be fucking creepy.
That would be creepy.
It's really like that Uncanny Valley
Fuck,
kind of
dude.
feeling. Like
Now
the
I'm gonna be even more paranoid of people who look like me. Like, in front of to a guy who looks like me, he's like, "What's up, dude?" It's just gonna be like,
Bam!
"Yeah, stickle."
Or what if?
Thanks for that.
Or what if like you wake up one day and it's just you're like, man, I'm really feeling like I need a Big Mac. So you go to McDonald's and you go through the drive-thru, you turn and you're like, dude, you look like me, dude. And then like it just hits you both.
Yeah, what if you both get there to kill each other?
I think that'd be fun. One of y'all's a doppelganger, then.
Yeah.
That's the other thing where like neither of you know. What if that Skinwalker thought that he was you like for sure? What if he's a dude that... What if that Skinwalker was like just a dude, but he also believed in that thing that you're just talking about.
Yeah, like what
where
if
he's
you
like,
both
if he sees
believed in it?
yeah, but it like didn't actually like he didn't actually
Yeah,
feel like
like-
the need
like,
to kill you.
realistically,
but you think
y'all
he has
just
the need
look
to kill
really
you, but he's
similar.
just scared because he thinks that you have the need to kill him.
Right, like y'all are
So he's
actually
trying to kill
just
you,
like
yeah.
half brothers.
Oh,
You have like the same
How
dad,
crazy
so
would
you
that be?
favor
They're
each
like
other.
twins.
You both
thing.
are like looking at each other, and you're like, and then you raise your hand, he raises his hand, and you're like,
I feel,
you like go at each
I
other.
feel like
Mexican
it'd
standoff.
be kind of like that one video where it's like, you know, fight to the death, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
no.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Isn't there like a representation of a skinwalker, like they
There's
turn
also-
into big wolves and stuff, or
Or
is that just
like
a shape?
Well, that's
the
like
witchcraft.
yeah, that's like the Navajo, the Indians or
Like,
natives.
Where it was a witch that shapeshifted into animals
Yeah.
to lure you.
Dude, I wish I
But-
could transform into a wolf. That would be awesome.
How cool
dude.
that'd be a great power.
I
That would
think
be.
so.
Oh no, it would be a
be
great power.
Be a badass wolf, dude.
I'd be
Yeah.
a great white shark.
I'd have a mohawk as
That's
a
a
wolf.
good one.
I mean, I want to eat something.
Shark head.
How like brutal orca whales are to sharks and shit.
Well, I'm gonna be like the jaw shark. I'll be like, "What's up, orcas?" Like, and I'll kill them.
Could you change like
Or
your
it's like, I
size?
think I would like just like save it for like my face and like
You know,
my head down.
yeah.
So someone's like, you know, like give me your money. You're just like, and then like just
Oh,
terrify the fuck out of them.
Oh, dude, yeah, like you open your mouth and you got shark teeth, shark
And
jaw
it's just like
stretches
a,
out.
yeah,
dude. Like
and it's
I
just like
would
dipping
fucking-
down like a shark,
Yeah,
like
that would be
where
fucking
your
terrifying.
chest is supposed to be. It's just
the go ahead.
Yeah.
The thing.
yeah, the thing.
Like how fucking weird would that be to like sit there and like talk to a dude or whatever, and it's like, Mark, you ain't feeling right, and then you just see like the line that like pierced through it, and like it opens up and there's like teeth and shit. Like I'd be.
Yeah, have you not seen the thing, dude?
I don't think so.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
see
gotta
the
watch
thing?
it.
Is that a movie?
Yeah.
It's watch the old one and the new
It's
one.
a really old John Carpenter.
Dude, watch them both.
Halloween.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. It's a,
I never
it's
seen
an
it.
alien that can mimic the things like it hunts.
Yeah.
Like it takes out, like it starts off. I think it's like,
Like-
a fucking a little animal or
But when it
something.
opens
It
up,
kills
it's
a
like a
husky.
gigantic
Yeah,
mouth.
that's what.
Yeah.
It kills a husky, and then like the husky like gets like someone alone, and then it like and consumes them, and then it's walking around as that person, and
Yeah,
it's like,
dude.
oh hey, John,
Yeah.
come with me to the closet, and then they're like, okay, why are you acting weird? And it's like.
But
Like
the-
splits at like the,
the way it
torso
works
and hits
is
him.
that like it just one cell like gets into your like bloodstream or whatever. It just eats at your cells
Yeah.
until you are eventually it.
Part of it
Yeah.
assimilates.
And you don't even know that it's happening to you.
I've
and
seen
shit.
something like this, except it was like an anime, and like the
Parasite.
woman's private parts. were Like
Parasite, yeah.
Parasite.
maybe it was hentai. I don't know.
No, it was Parasite.
I'm
Oh,
sure
it's
there
anime?
is.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
it's a
is.
good anime.
Yeah, I watched
Parasite
that,
is
and that
a
shit was
dope-ass
crazy.
anime.
Yeah.
It sounds like the
It's a
the
dope
real
anime.
movie
The guy
version
that-
of that.
The, like the fucking dude who's like a marathon runner that goes into the
Man.
Yakuza hideout.
I'm just
Yeah,
glad that you guys
that
knew what
part.
I was talking about. I
It's a
didn't,
good
I didn't want you
anime.
guys to be like, what?
No, and did you watch the whole
I
thing?
watch a lot of anime and
Of what that?
the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a very good show.
Definitely
It's
not.
a very good show.
hentai.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's a very good show. I like that show a lot. But
Yeah, it really is good.
But yeah, it's pretty much like that, kind of, yeah. But like, it's like the way it's like every single cell is like almost a mind of its own, so it can like split any part. Like even in the sequel, that's like,
Like a
prequel.
symbiote?
Yeah, well,
That's what I was just
kinda
about
like-
to tell you.
like
The
he-
main character of the show is like talks with his, like it makes an eyeball on his
Like,
hand,
oh.
yeah.
and it like talks to him. It's like, you should really kill
that's
him,
the
and he's like,
parasite.
no.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the thing, whatever, it's like it separates in any way. Once, like I think on the prequel, there's like one where they have someone over his arm because he got hit. By some, I don't remember if he got bit or something. But like while he's like carrying it, his arm like falls off, and like from this part of his arm like shoots out tendrils and like sticks into the dude's face, like brutal shit. Because it like separates. Like in the original movie, there's the one where he's like, the Thing's like one of my favorite fucking horror.
Yeah, let's check it out.
It's a terrifying
I
fucking
gotta throw
monster.
this can away real
Hey, you
quick.
want to throw mine away, bro?
Yes.
It's good.
Yep, just throwing my cans away. That's all I was doing.
Throwing all the cans away.
But
all the cans away.
there's the part where they're trying to defibrillate one of a dude. You remember that from the old movie? And like he does it, and like right when he tries to, and his like stomach opens up, and like like catch his arms, like just like bites down on his arms and shit like that.
Yeah, in the
it's like
remake,
head comes
or it's technically a prequel, like
Yeah, it's a
the
prequel.
new one, yeah. And the prequel one, like the girl like is looking for somebody, but she like walks into a room, and like the last woman it ate is like sitting there, and like the mouth is like right here, and it's like gnawing on a body.
Yeah.
And she's like, and like the head like looks over at her, and then the whole thing's like. And like comes at her, and
But
it's
it-
like
oh,
full
it
mouth.
And it's made good. It's not a cheesy one.
Oh yeah, it's good.
They used
Oh,
CGI
yeah.
in the prequel,
Well,
but
yeah.
the original was just practical effects.
But
Yeah,
still
so-
good practical.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
good practical effects.
Pretty scary. Like the
check that
head
out.
that fucking flies around.
Yeah.
That fucking part creeped me out. First time I
Damn,
saw
dude.
it.
But there's like the thing about it was that it could only like generate organic matter and shit
Yeah.
like that. So there was like this like the big like plot twist and shit was like the two people that were left. Well, like in the first thing, what was like so awesome about the end is that you didn't know the last two people. Like it ends with just the last two people sitting there, and like they're in like Antarctica, right, or like the North Pole. I think it was Antarctica.
Antarctica, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like freezing to death because they at the end of it they like burn down all of the fucking buildings. It's just like the last two people left,
Damn.
and they don't know which one of them is the thing, and it ends off that way. Like
Holy
they
crap.
they think either like. Everyone's pretty sure that at least one of them is the thing, right? But you don't actually know which one's which.
Yeah, it never tells you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
And it just ends off like that.
Well, shit, I don't even need to watch it now. You give me a play-by-play.
Oh, no,
I'm
you
not-
still need to
yeah,
watch it.
No,
Like, there's all the good stuff in the middle.
Yeah, no, I'm going to check it out. I
For
wonder
sure.
if it's on like any.
And even on the
streaming
ending,
sure
it's
it
not even
is.
a big. I mean, it kind of like swells, but not like too big.
It might. What do you have?
Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu.
It's gotta be.
It might
Okay,
be
so
on
I do know
I'll
on
check all
Amazon
three out.
Prime the prequel, like the newer movie, is on Prime, but you have to rent the first one.
So I got to watch the first one to get the second one. Really?
It's like
You
what they
could-
do with Star
it's a prequel.
Wars.
So
Like the newer one happened before the old one.
yeah,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a prequel. The sequel's a prequel.
The
so it happened
ending,
before.
the ending of the newer one, it ends where the first one, the old movie began.
Yeah, like straight after. Because it's like the way it is. Okay, so the beginning of the first thing is like that husky that's running, right? But it's like running in the snow, and these like Norwegian guys with guns are like chasing it, trying to kill it, and they're like, and these guys, and it runs to the American thing. That's like what the entire first movie, and like they like end up killing they grab a gun because they're like shooting at these guys and trying to shoot the dog or whatever. They end up shooting these Norwegian guys and saving the dog, right? But then but in the prequel, which is the sequel, at the very end of the movie, it's when that dog gets infected and starts running, and the guys start
okay.
chasing them. So
Yeah.
it's like right,
Yeah.
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 So it's like literally right before the movie starts.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Hell yeah.
It's good. It's definitely one of my favorite
Yeah.
like horror ideas.
And it's one of those like one of the few movies where like they like remake it in like the sequel or whatever, and it be good.
Yeah.
Because it was like
Nice.
was it like 10 to 12 years later or something is when they do the sequel.
Hell yeah.
It's
The thing came out before I was born.
yeah. The old one was
And the
like
other one was
the-
like 2013.
Yeah, that
So it
seems
had
about
been over
right.
a decade.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
probably about
like-
10 years, I'm
yeah,
sure.
10,
Some
15
pretty
years.
terrifying shit, huh?
Oh man, so scary.
sounds
like
like
that,
it.
the idea is scary. Just
Yeah,
that,
that just like skinwalker
it's like
thing.
what
where you know.
it's like that fucking thing I was telling y'all about earlier. The fucking why people are afraid of like uncanny valley stuff, and like scientists and shit think that at one point in human history there was things that looked human but weren't, and used that to hunt us.
Man, that would be
Yeah.
terrifying too.
That'd be
Because
something.
it's just like, you know, when you see something and it looks human, but it's that weird stuff and it kind of freaks you out.
Yeah.
It's like that, you know, like why people are afraid of heights. It's because, you know, it just comes from just years and years of evolution of like humans knowing like, oh, if I fall, I die. And then so
Yeah,
for like when we
fears
see the
of
uncanny
heights.
valley stuff, that thing, oh, if I go near that, I'll die.
Yeah, because I've had moments where I'm like looking in my bedroom and I got all my hoodies and everything hanging up, and one of them will look like a person. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I notice it's not a person.
Yeah.
So like, is that fit in?
It's sort of, but it's just like whenever, like, you know, something that
Sounds like an
resembles a
intruder
human.
alert type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
sure.
there's a dude in my
Shadow
house that I
people,
don't know.
maybe.
Shadow people.
But
I was up for a long time.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, so like that kind of terrifies me. If there was something that could pretend to be us just to get us, like that thing's still around, you know?
Oh, it'd have to be.
Yeah.
It'd have to be. Like, even if we wage war on it, there would be survivors, because there'd be some smart enough to not fight.
Yeah, to not form into their true form.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
Go after like Boy Scouts or something in the woods.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the doppelganger stuff, but I seen one theory on it, and it was saying like you have an identical twin doppelganger type person. Everyone does, and your friends can sometimes see him. People that you know will see him, but you will never personally see him. And maybe that's where it ties into where if you do see him, he's got to kill you. But that's one thing I've seen is you can never see your doppelganger, but other people can. And I've had that experience where someone's like, "Yo, I seen you in town." They didn't see me in town because I was at the house.
Right.
So maybe they did see my doppelganger. You just can't see.
That's happened to me a lot too. People will come up and be like,
but you
"Yo,
also got, like,
dude."
3 people in town that looks like
Yeah,
you.
right. See that?
But like, there's always been times when someone's like, "Yo, how's Deborah and the kids doing?" And I'm like, I was like 18 at the time. I was like, I don't have any fucking kids.
Exactly.
guy.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in that realm too. That's one of those things because I've never seen my own doppelganger.
Yeah.
Until people's like, "You
Now,
Post Malone."
the
That's it.
You don't look like Post Malone.
I know with my beard on and everything, I don't look like Post
I don't
Malone.
see it. I think
it's the personality.
I think it's the color of your hair and like the
Dude, if he
the
had just
texture
a
of your hair.
stash, he would look like Post Malone.
Yeah. Yeah, I do, but like, in
like
a
the
good way,
texture
'cause
of your
Post Malone's
sta-
cool as shit, dude.
Yeah, yeah, he's a
like,
cool
if you
guy.
went bald and got tats all over your faces, like,
I just man,
He's
like,
bald? I thought he had.
he is now.
like sometimes
Oh,
I just don't see it. Like I'll go to a gas station.
Shaved his hair
I'll
or
go to a
whatever.
gas station and they'll be like, "Post," and I'm like, I
Really?
don't. I swear to God, dude, it happens a lot more than you think. I'll walk through Walmart and someone will be like, "Yo, Post," and I'll look back and he'll be like, and I'm like, I don't know this guy, and they think I look like Post. So many people.
It's weird how like they do.
Well, it's weird how they think that, like, or, like, if they're like, "Oh, look, this dude looks like Post Malone," and they say that, but like, what if they thought, "Yo, that's Post Malone," and they're like, "Yo, Post."
Dude, I have thought about like shaving my hair exactly how he has, like trying to do the tattoos where it looks, and like really try to play it up because I get it without even trying. So I wonder if I really tried, if I'd be like, "Ha."
I'll just like go through like fucking Walmart and like taking selfies of people.
Dude, yeah. They're like, "Oh, Post Malone."
Dude, for one Halloween, you should totally be.
Oh my
Post
God! There's
Malone.
photos all over the internet of this fake Post Malone. Like everyone's so excited, like, "I bet Post Malone," and then someone's like, "Dude, that's not Post."
How weird. But like, what if we get like huge and shit, and we have like fans who like wants to take, but then like you think it's just that, but then after they take a selfie with you, you're just like, "Dude, I just got a selfie with Post Malone."
Post Malone is in the Bustas group. Dude, Post Malone, dude's in the Bustas.
Would you like turn around and correct them, or be like, "Well, I guess I'm Post Malone"?
No. Like if they immediately honestly thought I was Post, I'd be like, "Yeah."
It's like, "Oh, let me take a picture." It's like, "Oh," and then
hard
they turn
not
around
to.
to their friend and is like, "Dude, that's Post Malone."
His friend's like, I don't know.
It's like,
if it's Post Malone.
I think Post Malone has more tattoos. It's like, where's your tattoos? Like, I had him lasered off. Turns out face tattoos ain't that cool.
And his friend's like, I told you I was Post Malone.
Gosh.
Oh, dudes, there was one thing I saw. Let me see your arms. Like, right here. Like,
Left arm?
Yeah, your left arm. Right here, is there like a weird little freckle? It's like right on the top. Like,
I got some bumps.
oh, it's gonna be hard for you to tell. No, that's I saw a thing. My freckle's right there.
Freckle. Right here?
I think
Like,
so.
look, bend to my arm, right here.
That might be right spot.
So what are we doing?
Well, apparently there's like
I got a bump
there is a conspiracy theory that people with this freckle are like bioengineered.
Oh, shit.
Well, see, and like at first I was like, well, that's bullshit. But like it was like pictures upon pictures of like different arms with the freckle in
Yeah,
the same
same
spot.
spot.
And then I looked past my tattoo, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, honestly, where you guys are looking, I have all of my dreads on my Predator, so I couldn't see it. Even.
I got a freckle here. I got 2 freckles here.
I did see something like that, but it was a TikTok video, and it's like bend your thumb, and in the bend of your thumb, you'll see the initial of the person you love or you're supposed to be with, right? I was like, okay, bullshit. I bent my thumb. You can clearly see a fucking K. My wife's name's Kathy.
Let me see.
What?
See that K right there?
Yeah.
A fucking K. Like when I first seen it, I'm like, bullshit. And I looked at it and I'm like, holy shit, it's a fucking K.
Dude, like, there's a C.
Where am I supposed to be looking right now?
Yep.
Dude, I don't
Yeah, you're supposed to bend it and like underneath the roll of your thumb, it's gonna be somewhere in here. You'll see the initial. But mine clearly is a K. And I'm like, whoa. That shit's
Mine
trippy.
don't show anything.
You was meant to be
You're just
alone,
meant to be
bro.
alone, dog.
You only love yourself.
I don't know, that looks like a T. Love itself.
Hey.
Trevor.
But no, like that was just one of those things. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out. I looked and I was like, I instantly seen the K and I'm like, what the fuck? Either it's true
I think
or it's
it's
a
like confirmation bias,
self-envision. Yeah,
maybe.
it's a self-visualization. Like you want to see who you're with,
Yeah.
so you see the first.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm telling you, like, how much more distinct can that K
I can
get?
kind of see a
That's a-
C.
that's
I
a
can
K.
kind of see a K.
That's a fucking distinct K.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But I had to show you guys that because I seen it
Wow.
and I'm like, what the fuck?
I
Dude,
see an X.
that's fucking weird.
You see your SATs?
No, I see an X. I see a T. I see a K. Like,
Hey, I will
And a
say,
B, right?
I think I'm gonna hit that on low.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that cool?
I don't see a B, guys. I don't see a fucking B, guys.
no!
You go home, you're like, yeah, Bianca, you know. I don't know if we're destined to be.
It's like Bianca.
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
let me see your
cut it
thumb!
off.
Let me see your thumb!
Who the fuck is R?
Who the fuck is this R guy? Oh, it's good.
Fuck that dude! I'm fucking him up as soon as I find him.
What is it, Roy? Roy? Ryan? Ron? Is it Ray J?
Like American
Richard?
names.
He's like, it's a fucking Ray J.
Ray J? Is it fucking Ray J?
Oh, fuck. That's crazy, though.
But yeah, the doppelganger thing, yeah, that's some spooky shit.
Yeah.
Well, just the woods in general.
I'll move it off you where it's up, blowing up in the air. I just got a little warm after eating all that pizza.
Oh yeah, you're good, man.
Just,
Could be the jacket
It's just
too.
the direct hit kind of makes me.
Yeah, I blew it up.
the woods are just fucking terrifying to
Yeah,
begin
dude, just
with,
like
man.
the tree ocean or whatever they call it, the ocean,
Yeah.
the trees, that type of feeling freaks me out.
Man.
Just endless. But then again, I also feel like if I was like, oh, I'm like 60 something years old and I got like 3 months left to live, I'm just gonna go out in the woods.
Well, that's like the thing we talked about. I mean, we're gonna bring it back to bears. When I was like 60 or something, if I'm dying,
Oh,
or
yeah.
something,
Fight a
I'm gonna
bear.
go out to the woods. I'm gonna fight a bear to the death.
I will say, like, I'm not, like, I can be in the woods. I'm not afraid of really anything in the woods. I'm not afraid of the dark or even what's in the dark. Nothing. But there's one thing that's always in the back of my head from a movie I watched as a kid, and it's always in the back of my head, and I'm always looking at the sky, and I'm always looking in trees for them. And I don't know why. I know it's not a true thing. Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but like every time,
Oh,
like
dude.
I'm going home and it's like 4 in the morning, like last time. I was walking up the steps and I like look in the sky to make sure like nothing's branching down. Like I'll hear a shake in the tree and I'm like, and I automatically assume it's Jeepers Creepers.
My thing is like when I'm driving now and shit, and there's like no one on the road. I like to like I get like nervous when there's like big trucks behind me and shit.
You're like, oh.
Just- yeah, like I look around, there's like no vehicles and shit like that, and there's like no vehicles around for a little bit. I'm like,
Well, it's like that's the first time I saw that movie. One part made me like shit my pants, and that was when they were at the old lady's farmhouse, and she like creeps out there, and like the cats are freaking out, and they're like, "What?" And she's like, "That's not my scarecrow."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Get in the car!"
Yeah. And there's that scene you see her like walking out, but she's actually on a fucking pitchfork.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah, I don't know why it stuck with me all these years. It's the
a
only
good
thing.
horror movie.
It's the only thing
It's a
I think
good
about.
one. It's a
Only
good
thing I
one.
think about in the dark. Like I am truly not afraid of the woods. I'll go there by myself and record it. But in the back of my head, I'll always think
Man, I don't
Jeepers
like-
Creepers is with me. I don't know. I know it's fake.
Oh, dude.
I mean,
but
he's kind of actually like a skinwalker because he wears people's skin.
yeah, it's stuck
he,
in
like,
my head.
replaces
It's stuck in
his
my
own
head.
life arts to others.
Don't know
But
why.
imagine how messed up it would be if you actually looked in the tree and you like literally seen him like in the tree.
Dog.
What would you
And you just like lock eyes with him and he's like,
Oh, if you locked eyes, fuck. That's a whole nother thing right there.
Yeah.
you just can't be
That's
scared.
just like well, you just
You
start
ain't
taking
getting me! And
Yeah.
he just like holds the knife and he's like,
I just hope I have my little fish gutter with me, because even if he picks me up, like I'm slashing his legs, like
Yeah,
even
dude,
if
he better drop me.
like,
Yeah, he better drop me.
I'd rather get
He's
dropped
not, like
than-
skinning me or anything. like
yeah,
that.
exactly.
I seen the end of that movie. I'm not even about that guy.
Man, can we all talk about how bad the third one was, though?
Dude, I haven't watched the second one or the
Did
third one.
The second one I love, with all the high school kids and
Was it
everything.
Is that the
Good.
one where the dude
It
like
was
chains
good.
him up at the end of the movie in like the barn, and then you like wait
yeah.
till that's I like that.
I
Yeah,
like
number
that
two
one
was good.
too. Like,
Number three,
like that
yeah,
high
good
school
movie.
athlete's running and
Yeah.
he gets caught up against this tree. Like, number two's great, but number three they switched like the character actor, so it's a completely different person. It was cheaply made, quickly made.
Yeah.
like straight to
Like number
DVD
one and two,
type
yeah,
shit.
one and two, awesome, great horror movies, love it. Number three, I watched it, and the whole time I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah,
When they changed the character actor, it kills me when
Yeah.
I got involved with that.
Yeah.
I was like super excited, or I was like super happy that like the second one ended in like a good ending. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was like, that's cool. Like the way it ended too.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
something that just keeps coming back every year.
Yeah.
And it's like this old dude.
Yeah,
that
just
made
wait.
it. Yeah, he like
Wait.
sits there with his dog, and he's sitting there
I'm
with his
gonna
little girl,
harpoon
and
this
thing's
bitch.
chained up, and like jumps out, starts screaming, and then you hear him pull out the shotgun and it fires, and that's how it ends.
Yeah,
I was
it
like,
had,
man,
it had a good
That's
ending.
cool.
Sorry to spoil it.
Oh, that's fine.
He like captures it.
It's been what,
Yeah.
20 fucking years
Was
now?
it like
It's been a while.
And it comes out every August,
23
every
years.
23
years.
years or something like that.
To eat.
Yeah, and like
That's
the
all it
old
does the
man
whole
waited
night
there
is
for
eat.
23 years. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what Jeepers Creepers is.
right.
Man.
I was trying to remember what it was, but yeah, I'm talking about in the second one, the old man like
Where'd
he
you
chained
get
it. Yeah, he
those
chained it up, and then after 23 years, he's like super old, and he's like sitting there in the chairs with his double barrel.
Where'd you
He's like
get
chained up and
those
stuff.
eyes?
Hell
I
yeah.
was like, that's like really cool.
Nice.
That is
We
a-
straight up did that. We were just singing the Jeepers Creepers song.
That's also weird that that's the song that is.
You know what it
This doesn't sound super scary, but like
Okay.
I love it because it is like.
It don't sound
scary,
scary, but it affected me more after I
Well,
seen
I
the
was gonna
first
say, if
movie
you,
where
like-
he takes his eyes.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Right,
That's why
yeah.
it plays it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it's like-
scary as fuck.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's,
maybe we should have maybe we should transition from Skinwalkers to our favorite horror movies or something.
Ooh,
I mean, that's a good one.
Maybe.
One of my favorites is actually Ghostface. Just because of how real it could be.
Ghostface.
Scream.
Scream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not Ghostface Killer of the Wu-Tang Clan.
That's immediate. Right when you said that, I thought Ghostface Killer. Dude, yeah. Dude, yeah.
No, yeah, Scream.
Yeah, Ghostface is always cool. Like, just because of how real it was. Like, that's why I like the first Scream so much, because it was just a couple people being a psycho, you know?
Yeah.
What movie horrified you the most? Like, made you fucking scared?
Yeah.
The very first time a movie ever fucking terrified me was when I was a kid, the Twilight Zone movie. Fucking Dan Aykroyd, dude.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. In the beginning, it's him and Jeff Bridges, and they're driving, and like it's like out in the middle of the desert where there's no light. The only light is their headlights, and you know you find out that Dan Aykroyd was a hitchhiker, and because Jeff Bridges is like, I usually don't pick up hitchhikers, yada yada yada, and he's like, but hey, you want to see something really scary? And Midnight Special by CCR is fucking playing. And they're singing it together, and and then he's like, "You want to see something really scary?" Then turns off the headlights, and he's like, "Oh, what's gonna happen?" Dan Aykroyd's like, "Come on, man, stop, man! Like, okay, you're freaking me out, man." And so he turns the headlights back on, and they keep chit chatting. Dan Aykroyd's like, "Do you want to see something scary, man?" And Jeff Bridges is like, "Yeah, dude, show me." And he's like, "Okay, pull over right over here." And so he pulls over, and he's like, "You ready for this?" And Jeff Bridges is like, "Yeah, show me." And he goes. And he turns back around, and he's like this blue fucking monster and like eats Jeff Bridges. I was a kid, I was like totally terrified me. And then like I didn't like watch another scary movie again until I watched like fucking Freddy 3, the fucking where they fight him in their dreams.
Oh, yeah,
and then
Warrior.
where he was like eating the chick as like the giant
Yeah.
snake.
Oh, yeah.
That freaked my shit out, dude. Like, and then after that, like, it just like scarred me like so much. Where like horror movies, I'm just like, now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Like I watched Scream, and the dude got gutted at the beginning, and I'm like, fuck, where's the popcorn?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it doesn't even fucking.
I'd say the first movie that really affected me was is it called Darkness Falls with the Tooth Fairy, the whole white thing?
That was spooky too.
I was
scary.
I was a little kid. Like I had like Dish or DirecTV in my room or something. I was as young as
That
it could
was
be when it first came out.
Yeah.
Well, I had my lights turned off. I was just watching a scary movie. I was eating something. And I'm watching it. And as soon as I get done with the movie, like I start looking around the room and it's pitch black, and I'm just like. Turn my light on. I slept with my light on for like 4 or 5 days.
Dude, I
was so scared to just touch the dark. Like I'd go in my hallway and I'd be like, turn on the light. I'd go in the bathroom and be like, turn on the light. I was fucking scared.
Dude, I shit you not. I seen floating shadow people for like a week after watching that shit.
Dude, that shit as a little kid will fuck you up.
Dude. Fuck yeah, dude. That's The Grudge fucking freaked me out too.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like watching it. While I was watching it, I was kind of scared of watching it.
Yeah.
Like I was actually had that.
Yeah, like it was freaking me out. And I remember one time I was at home by myself,
and shit.
and like I had just like the living room light on. And I was just in there watching a movie, and then like where the hallway was to like the bedrooms and stuff, it was just a black frame, and it was like out of the corner of my eye, I just saw, and then like I was just like. Freak the fuck out. And obviously, I imagined it, but I was just like, God damn. It scarred me like that.
I had this one thing that was like, I slept on like this mattress that wasn't like a bed frame or anything for it for a little bit. Remember? Yeah, just flat on the floor. And like I wasn't even that scared of like Chucky and shit. But I had this one thing where like this one day. It was like in the morning, I like woke up, I was super groggy, and it was weird. I was really young, but like I imagined when I look up Chucky at the foot of my bed, and it was like start fucking running across it like to get to my side of the bed. And I was like, like I'm not even joking. And I was like, after that, I was too scared to watch a Chucky movie for a little while. And then like I got older, and I was like, this shit's stupid.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
Like, I never.
Like, why did I imagine? Like I imagined it was just like. It was just like his head that was like poking up from the bed, and he was like staring at me with this like weird Chucky smile, and he's like he was like running sideways, but his head was still locked onto me. That's why.
Dude, I shit you not. This one time, like, I was like laying, like, you know how you're like out cold when you're sleeping, but you can still hear shit.
Yeah.
I was in that mode right there, and then I kept feeling my cover come off. Of me, I thought it was my brother fucking with me at the time. So like,
yeah, you're right.
I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. So like, I woke up after I felt it coming off on me again. As soon as I woke up, there was like a flash of a face, like, and then like it was gone. And I looked down over at my brother, like kind of like woke up, and then my brother was like out, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Sounds like you got a real experience,
dude. I was like, what the fuck just happened to me, dude? Like,
there was one time when I was living with Raymosity, man, we like caught like a face in like a chair.
Yeah, dude.
Like, cause we had heard like you find out like to see like to catch ghosts on a camera, you gotta like take pictures in the dark.
Yeah, with flash on.
So we like started doing that,
like paranormal activity shit.
Yeah, and then there was like a face in the chair.
Yeah, dude, it was like this, like somebody pressed their face into the chair, and there was like, it was just looking at us.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, we was like, okay, we ain't doing this no more.
This happened all the time.
I'd rather not know what's looking at me.
All right, so there's go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say that same thing that happened to me that I told you about was around the same time when we was going to that one place across from my house, like looking into it.
Oh, that old abandoned Catholic school? Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
like strobe lights and shit like that freaks me the fuck out like that shit.
Alright, go ahead. What was you gonna say?
I was watching, I think it was The Woman in Black. I think that was the movie I'm thinking of right now.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, with Daniel Radcliffe. I think it was that one. It's pretty decent.
I know of the movie, but I've never seen it.
Well, there's this one part, I think it was this movie, but he like was like looking at there's this old thing that was like this weird thing that you can spin, and you look at it, and it was like flipping a piece of paper.
Yeah, like an old animation type thing. Yeah.
And he was like going through it, and it's like holes that you're supposed to look through, and you see like the frog jumping and shit. And like while it was like going like that, after a second, you just see like an eye open up, like you see it through like the strobe light effect and shit. I remember that fucking like shook me for a little while. That was fucking scary.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
The movie itself wasn't even super scary.
Yeah.
It was okay, but it was like that bit. I think it was Woman in Black. I don't know for sure, but I think it was one of like when he like it might be Insidious also. You know Insidious.
I know Insidious has the whole key thing where you look through the key.
Oh no, I don't fuck with that. But
I don't fuck with that.
Dude, that movie scared the shit out of me.
Insidious or
Yeah, Insidious, that part where they're at the dining table.
Yeah.
And she like looks, and then when she looks at her husband again, it's like right there. Like I was like, ah!
Yeah, it's like I was right behind her husband. Like,
yeah.
I don't like things that are like human shaped, but like moving in like weird ways.
Oh, that's
Like-
that's one of the things that gets my wife. Like anything that's like raggedy and creaky coming downstairs.
See, like it's
Dude, like
weird.
Legion even like. Which is like badass, dude.
that-
The
that-
fucking ice cream dude when he like starts like skinwalkery, like fucking
the long
starts
arms
sprinting.
and the
That was scary as fuck.
It actually was, yeah, I agree.
But it was a good movie. I like Legion.
Oh,
dude,
great
Legion's
movie.
a
awesome.
lot of people never catch this part in Insidious, but like whenever you see the kid like running through and stuff, like she loses track of it, right? And she's talking to the girl inside the living room right, or the kitchen.
Yeah.
If you look over to the left, you'll see the little kid standing in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's like that whole part where like you see him like out on the front porch, and then like she's like doing her thing, then you see him like out in the yard.
Yeah.
And then he's like
Oh yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
I remember that part.
Yeah, there's
I remember
when
seeing
it like
him.
pans over and she's like talking to her kid. That same kid is like in the corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
So dude,
Yeah.
And City and the first one like was good. I never watched
it was
2
my
or 3
favorite.
because
I watched them all in City. The first one was the best for me.
like
the creepy.
Just like Conjuring. First one was great. But then kind of fell off.
yeah, dude.
The
I
Devil
watched
Made Me Do It
first
was
one.
good, but I mean, it wasn't like the first one. First one.
Yeah, I'd say Devil Made Me Do was kind of. No, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite one. I'd say it's okay.
I put it at first. Devil Made Me Do It second.
Yeah.
Second movie in that order.
Well, there's like
How I
7
liked
of
it.
them. Well, I
Yeah.
guess if you count the Annabelle.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. I just count Conjuring, Conjuring 2, Conjuring, Devil Made Me Do It.
Now, see, I want to go through and watch them all because I want to get the whole lore.
I recently did that. Me and Kathy, Annabelle creation, all that.
Yeah, because see,
Man.
I had no interest in fucking Annabelle. Like to me,
The
that
new,
just-
the new Annabelle was.
yeah,
They
it
literally
was on another
have
one.
her
yeah,
put up.
It's a Raggedy Ann. Yeah,
Plus that chick that gets locked up in the room full of that shit, and then Annabelle's creeping around, and she's locked up in the dark. Shit got scary.
Yeah.
The new Annabelle got scary.
I'll check it out. But like,
Big time.
I remember I was
Creeps.
watching the first one.
Yeah.
And like I got bored of it. Like other people in the family were watching it, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go do something else. Like
Yeah.
scary movies. I'm
they-
really fucking hard.
They
on.
were not that scary, but the new Annabelle,
But-
give it a shot.
But there was a part.
Best
It
one of
was
all.
like near like it was like right when like all the big scary shit's happening, and like the girl was like down in the basement. She like gets in the basement, and then like you see the doll like floating there.
Yeah, and you see the
And then the
demon.
lightning flashes, and you see the demon
Yeah.
holding the doll. I was like,
Oh,
that was wicked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that movie gets an okay because of like that one fucking part. That was good.
That was creepy. I remember that part.
Yeah.
Yes, scary movies, man.
But then
They
again,
can do that.
I
They can get ya.
think of the idea of like a demon possessed an adult. Like to me, like I always thought demons were like these malicious just beings that are just like gonna just like kill. And then when people
Snap
were like
your
this
fucking neck
hou-
off.
yeah, and then people were like, oh, this house is possessed by a demonic spirit, and I'm supposed to believe this demon's like, Hilly, look, he's a scary dog.
Yeah,
like. Like that's not a demon. That's a fucking ghost at best.
Oh yeah.
look at me.
Like you're supposed like these demons are these beings in hell that fucking torture you and stuff. But as soon as they get up to Earth, they only like are just mischievous.
Yeah, they
fucking
It's-
with you.
Yeah, it's like well now all of a sudden hell doesn't sound like such a bad place if you're just like getting pranked all the time.
Yeah, just like that one movie, like what is it, like Toy Master, where you like
Well,
use
they're
the
based off
toys
of
to
real
kill
world
people.
demons,
Yeah.
right?
I was never really that scared. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Drillhead or the little dude with the knife. Like these are fucking dolls. I'll step on them.
Yeah,
Like I ain't.
that's
that
the whole
worried.
thing. Then
Now if it's like
I
a
didn't-
big demon try to rip my head, I'm fucking terrified.
Well,
now.
yeah, that's
Fucking
like
scared.
Chucky. I thought it was so stupid up until they started making a comedy out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I liked Chucky.
Yeah, 'cause-
But
Yep.
yeah, because a 3-foot fucking plastic doll that weighs 4 pounds at most.
Yeah. It may have a sharp knife, but you can more than likely kick him in the face.
Thank you. Like that. I don't
Yeah.
care how fucking scarred up a doll. It's not gonna be scary. That's why Annabelle never scared me, because it's a fucking doll. Like I don't know.
right.
It doesn't scare me.
Yeah, it's like
Like things like
it's not that-
xenomorphs scare me because it's a creature that's just wanting to just eat you.
My xenomorph is so pretty.
It's weird. I watch the movies and I love the movies, and I'm not really all that scared by the movies, but just like. Just
the idea,
like,
like,
yeah, oh fuck.
yeah, like the movies, like it doesn't terrify me when I see a xenomorph. But then I think if
it was after me.
if it was in real life,
Like just
these
picturing
things
it
would
being
just
like
be-
the other side of the door or something, like how big it is or something.
I'm
Yeah.
saying when it comes to Predator, like if I think about Predator hunting me,
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Tell you
dead.
what, have you guys seen this new game that's been all over called Poppy Playtime? Have you guys heard any of that
No.
on YouTube? Well, look it up. There's like one part where it's just like one really big thing that's like chasing someone through like this vent shaft. I'm like, that's the way I fucking feel in my nightmare. I keep telling you
Yeah,
guys
when you're
about.
trying to
You
get-
guys need to watch that shit just so
Yeah,
you know how
I
I
will,
fucking feel.
Yeah, Poppy Playtime.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a toy company,
So
but like the
which would be
thing's like
more
a,
terrifying?
it's like a monster that's inside a toy or
Being chased
like
by-
that shit. It's something cool.
A xenomorph or being chased by one of the Prometheus guys, big ass dudes.
Oh, the Prometheus guy, the creators.
Yeah.
let
Yeah.
them chase me all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
feel
agree.
like
I
even
feel like I could handle one of those 9-foot dudes way more than I could
Then
a xenomorph.
I just feel like
And I
they
mean, I
can't
know
do
I'll get
anything
squashed
worse.
immediately.
Yeah.
but
Then the
like,
Xeno.
Yeah, they can't do
The
anything
Xeno's just
worse
so
to me
more
than like a
agile.
Xeno
Yeah.
would do.
Like the Xeno will straight up run on your fucking ceiling and get you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, it's just that they're humanoid and they can climb on shit. That's just, ugh,
They're
dude.
fucking,
That tail.
they're
Yeah.
fucking freaky.
And they
That-
spit acid.
Yeah, they bleed acid. Like, even if you stab one, you're losing a hand.
Yeah, like
Right.
he's on top of you, you stab him and get that true kill shot. You got fucking third degree at the like least.
And yeah, if
Let
you're
alone
lucky.
melt through your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. What about real world shit that scares you? Like something that like I'll go first.
Okay.
One of the things that's always terrified me ever since I seen this movie Open Water. I'm terrified of sharks. All I think about is I'm going to get on the ocean way out there where I cannot see land anywhere, and my boat is somehow going to go down. Now I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean, and there is something in there with me because obviously there's stuff in the ocean.
Yeah.
And humans aren't designed to like really swim for a long time, so I'll probably be floating a lot. There's going to be something seeing me floating at the top.
Yeah.
Terrifies me.
Well,
Open
see,
water like that.
Yeah. Well, see, open water, like just the mass of it. Like it could be water with nothing in it, and that would still terrify me to no end.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, even if you
It's
float
like a
on your
one-way
back,
mirror or something.
Yeah, even if I could, yeah, it's just the size, the amount, not being able to see land. It's just endless water will give me that like feeling like when I look up into the stars. It'll just be like that dread, and I'll just like immediately want to kill myself because I don't want to fucking deal with this.
yeah, that shit's scary, dude. Ever since I seen Open Water, I'm like,
But I do know
Worst
what you mean,
ever.
and I think something like the idea always like scared me, but like it had to happen to me in like a dream for me to like I guess grasp the full effect of it. Fucking crocodiles.
Dude, yes.
Yeah, in the
Buddy.
dream, like I live
don't
in a
wanna
rural
be Death
area.
Road.
Yeah, I live in a
Hell
rural
no.
area, and we have a lake, and it's it's just a lake. But in the dream, I was like out in the middle of it, and it's not so big where you're never not going to see land. Like there's land really
Yeah.
close by. It's swimmable. But like I was just sitting there, and it was like almost like a overcast, and I'm just like chilling. The water's still, and I just like happen to look just like this way, and then just like silently, there's a crocodile right there, just emerges from the water, right? And like ever since then, like every time I'm like in water, I'm like, oh fuck, there's gonna be a crocodile.
yeah, that shit's scary because they don't gotta like actually just kill you. They can just grab you, pull
And
you under, drown
That's
your ass.
exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Like,
they
yeah.
Death
spin you
roll.
underwater.
Yeah, they spin you until you stop moving.
Yeah, dude, like fuck that. There's been a couple times swimming in Black River, like I'll be swimming, and I'll hit something really big with like my foot or my hand swimming, and I'm like, what's that? Immediately I swim to the fucking beach.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what that was, but it was something in the water.
Yeah. Well, that's like a fucking shit. Just the water itself is terrifying.
Dude, did you guys hear about like in the Amazon River how they have big ass gars that like been pulling people underwater and killing
Oh,
them?
I don't
Oh
doubt
yeah,
that.
yeah. I know.
dude.
Aren't they alligator gars?
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
like snatch onto them and drag them under.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
water is just because we're not designed to actually be
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Like I told you guys, when I was swimming in Louisiana, like in the Gulf where it's murky water where you probably shouldn't swim.
Yeah.
And it was like a year or two after Hurricane Katrina, so it was still really bad. I was swimming out in the ocean. I was just like, yeah. Big ass fish jumps beside me like, splash. I was like, Jaws. I swam as hard as I fucking could. I got to the beach and I'm like, I'm not going back in the water today.
Yeah, for sure.
I
man.
immediately thought Jaws is getting me, and it was just a fish that jumped in front of me.
Right.
Woo! But it didn't help that there was a dead alligator or crocodile, whatever, on the beach that day. It was like a 12-foot alligator. I'm just like, let's go swimming.
Dude, what if
God,
it was an
dude.
alligator by you?
I don't know. I think it was like a saltwater croc. It was just dead and bloated on the beach.
No, I mean, what if it that thing?
No. The thing that jumped, I like after I got to the beach, I clearly remember it was just like a big type of fish.
Like a tuna
you
or
could
something.
tell. Well, maybe not even. I don't know. Just some type of
a big
some
fish,
type of big fish flopped right beside me.
Oh, okay.
So I knew it was a fish as soon as I got to the beach, but while I was in the water, because I got out to where I couldn't touch like a good ways out, and I couldn't touch it all. Even when I tried to force myself to the bottom, I couldn't reach it, and I'm just sitting there. As soon as it splashed, I automatically thought, I'm getting attacked by a shark. So I swam as fast as I could.
Fuck yeah.
And I was like,
dude.
yeah, not swimming today.
Yeah, dude,
And then I found a big fucking conch shell. It was like a lucky, scary day. That's Louisiana, I guess.
Dude.
So I remember one time I was on Current River, and yeah.
I hadn't experienced some current rivers.
I do. I had a real I looked like a bitch when
Something
I
grab
went.
your foot while you're floating?
No.
Oh. What
The
fuck?
first story I
Fuck
had,
yeah.
it was
happened to me.
It was I was on my dad and his best friend had like a little log cabin on the side of the river, and he'd take us out on his like just bass boat, and we'd go up and down. And then that was like the first time I ever learned what an undertow was. So I was like, oh, look at that water, it's like, a tunnel. And my father's like, don't go near that. And then, we was, going and had, some... I don't remember what I had like, a stick or something. And I was just, because he told me, it would just suck you down and you're dead. And so, we was, going by him again, and I just, kind of put the stick out there. And it was, just, pulled it out of my hand. And then I was like...
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I gotta get away from this
Yeah.
hole.
Sit down.
Yeah. I was
It's like that
oh,
Delta
God.
P or whatever.
Yeah.
That's something I'm really scared of, just the ocean and shit.
Oh,
That
oh,
Delta
yeah.
P. It's just you put your hand on it and it just starts sucking you in through the
But,
fucking pipe this big.
Yeah, instantaneous. Just,
Dude.
Fuck
But yeah,
that.
there's currents and stuff I was watching videos about. There's this one that was just a clip on a tectonic plate or something that caused this one current that stoops down, but in it spirals in this one sector that someone can get caught in, and it's hard to see it and shit.
Right.
And it just spins you underwater until you drown and shit.
Oh.
There's been many people who got caught in it and drowned, and they also the people who try to save them drown. And there's 4 or 5 people who just drown in those fucking things, and
wow.
eventually their bodies will get spit out. But
Yeah, dude. When you're
it's just
messing
people who
with,
try to save them, and when they get
when you're
in, they're
messing
fucked
with forces of nature that are a lot stronger than you,
Yeah,
there's
dude.
no chance.
No chance.
Dude, Delta P. That's
terrifying.
crazy.
It's
too. That's why they get paid
because-
so much.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. And they can only do it for a year or 2 of their lives.
Yeah.
People that are down there doing that shit, like those hardcore underwater welders that have to wear pressurized suits.
Really, they can only...
Yeah, you can only have that job for a year or 2 before you're automatically terminated. They move you to something that's not waiting on there because the death rate,
Yeah, it's really high.
so much. It's
Really?
55%.
Well, right, but that's weird that they cut off
Yeah, they will not let you do it after a certain.
Well, it's a thing.
extended
Yeah,
time.
it's just
well, you made it
military
2
service.
years, you're fucking getting out of there.
you did a tour in Iraq. You're getting out.
Yeah, exact same thing with those people, and I understand why.
Yeah, I was reading posts, Reddit posts and shit about a
Could
dude
you
who-
imagine if
It was there's this college kid it was this dude who was doing it for a year now or whatever, and he was supposed to teach this college kid who dropped out of college and just did this job real quick because it paid really well. And while he was training him, he got sucked into a pipe this big or whatever,
Ooh.
a dude, and it was just mulch, human mulch, just
Oh,
that
yeah.
pipe.
Just
And
going
they
through a
cut it
wood
out
chipper.
and clear him out. Yeah, he just was welding, and he got his hand stuck on it and was sucked into the fucking pipe this size.
Who was it? The instructor or the kid?
The kid, the guy he was teaching, and right after that happened, he said he quit his job or whatever.
You're damn right.
Yeah,
After seeing that shit.
because he said he always knew of the risks, but he never seen it like that. You know what I mean? He's seen people who got stuck because there's times where you'll just get stuck, and it won't let you out, and then eventually your oxygen runs out and you suffocate. And there's been big grates where I was watching one video of I think we were all watching it a little bit ago, but it was 3 guys who got stuck in there, and
Yeah.
the because one guy got stuck in there, and a few others tried to save him.
And they got stuck.
Yeah, there was one last guy who was able to save only one of them. The other two were dead already.
Yeah.
And the other guy had a fucking shattered femur or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, and I know another dangerous thing about that job is since they're so far down, you can't see light anymore. So sometimes you get disoriented on which way is up or down in the ocean. And another thing about that job is since they're so deep, they're not just going on like CO2 regulators anymore. They're actually using nitrous oxide. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like overusage, when you get too much in your body, it starts to hallucinate. So sometimes you'll drift off and die without even knowing you're dying. That shit's dangerous.
And on top of that, you can't go up fast either.
Yeah, because
like if you're being chased by a shark, you have to.
Yeah, you got to go up.
Well, that's like once you get down to a certain depth, you have to go into a chamber they have. Like you have to swim up slowly, and you have to spend like 4 hours in this chamber to decompress your body.
Yeah, what is it called when you go up too fast from diving? The burps? No, the.
It's something that sounds almost like the sud, not the suds, but
shit, I can't believe
it's real. Like
we all know what it is.
It does not sound as like deadly as it is.
Yeah, it's just like splunking. You're like,
splunking. But
you're fucking dead. Which the Busters are about to go splunking.
No, we're not. We're fucking never
again.
Dude,
but eventually we're gonna go cave exploring.
That's ridiculous, dude. Spelunking is horrible. It's like the fucking falling of like heights, but not being able to see where you're fucking landing.
You guys,
how scary is that,
dude? You guys should look up Devil's Den.
Imagine crossing like a chasm.
Have you ever seen the Devil's Den or the Devil's Den?
You gotta go over this hole.
Yeah,
you don't know how far that goes.
You gotta crawl over this hole. So like for like a solid like 10 seconds, you're like staring into nothing. And it's like, well, it could be like a 2-foot drop, or it could be a 2,000-foot drop. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Oh, dude.
Never again.
Well, like you said,
had some experience splunking.
Yeah, and don't do it. Unless you are a trained professional, do not do it.
And still don't do it.
And even then, even then, because some of those trained professionals that do the hardcore caves, where you gotta like release all of your air before crawling through.
Yeah, there's times where they like will breathe it.
Woo! At the wrong time.
And that's
like you hear stories of like people crawling through small spots like that, and they bump a rock, and that like happened to be like the big support that was holding that big ass boulder.
Oh god, 2
times. And then that guy is squished, and those people are stuck in a cave.
Yeah.
Like fuck that.
And there ain't no digging your way out of that rock.
No,
you're done.
There was this one video I watched, and this farmer in like fucking Australia.
That's why I'm bringing a Glock with me.
It gives me.
I can put myself out on his.
Yeah, no joke.
I like slip and I'm like falling 2,000 feet. I'm like
talking about.
I'm gonna do it while I'm in the air. I swear.
Just talking about splunking and extreme caving. Like after watching videos, it gives me anxiety thinking about it right now.
Yeah, it terrifies me.
Yeah, like if you guys see me like slip down a hole and then like while I'm falling down there, you just see a flash and a loud bang. You're like, okay, well at least he went out.
You're done. No, don't try to save him.
And then all we hear is
they're like, zing.
What did you miss?
Oh, dude, how brutal would that be? I'm like, son of a bitch,
Yeah, after this, I gotta show you guys some videos of. It's either the Devil's Inn or the Devil's Cave or the Devil's Hole. But there's one spot like that.
Is it the water spot that's like?
No, like you get to this one part. I forgot where it's at, but it's just like a piece of concrete, and you gotta like wedge your body in between this little slab of concrete. But then it goes into this crazy motherfucking deep cave system, and it's called like the Devil's Cave. And dude, when I watch those videos, I'm like, oh.
It's just ridiculous how many people went in there and like mapped it out for.
Yeah, that is true. They got full on. Crazy. They're like, this is the party room. This is blah blah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Dude.
Yeah, dude. There's one video I watched.
I'll explore a cave, but I will not. I'm not compress my body. Dude. I will not crawl on my belly.
Yeah.
I will walk into a cave that's a big open cave. Yeah. Be like, oh, look at the stalactites. But I am not gonna be like, okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Tourist caves only.
Even if you're like, I'll give you $1 million cash right now if you explore the Devil's Den, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
That easy.
Yeah.
No.
Like
I ain't fucking doing it.
Like you could take
$3 billion to do it right now.
Like you could
$3 billion if I got a professional with me, I'm going.
No, you could take
$3 billion,
dude. You could take me to the exact same
cave
I went to.
I'll give you $1 billion for anything you want. Just come save me.
Yeah, get like
$10 billion if you don't go without a trainer or somebody.
Nope.
Yeah, dude. I ain't
This dude is trying to.
You're giving me that existential cry. I'm about to have a panic attack. Thinking about it.
I'm telling you
so
about
fucking scared. Like I go in there, like I will go in as far as like this daylight can go, and it don't go very far.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like once that's like okay, well
Once
it's
you get
pitch
around
black,
one
you have to
bend.
turn your headlight on. It's like after this point, if your headlight goes out, you're fucked. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going past
Nope.
this point. This is nice. I dip my toe in, and that's as far as I'm going.
I ain't fucking doing it.
Yeah.
like somebody be like, yo, $1 million to go to the same cave you've been to already. I'd be like, no. Like, I might open the door and look back in and be like, oh, okay, I remember this, but that's about it. I ain't fucking doing that.
You get
again.
that demonic guy who's like, all right, so I'll give you $10,000 for every 10 feet you clear in this cave.
No, like I said, like I'll do something for some money and I'll take some risks for some money, like with a professional with me, maybe. But when it gets to the point of decompressing your body and like crawling flat to flat, or like going into these spots where you can barely no.
Like, because the first
No.
Dude, I wouldn't do it for the simple fact that I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah,
As
dude.
fuck.
Like claustrophobic as fucking.
Yeah, see, I never thought I was claustrophobic.
Like
ever.
even sometimes when Bianca's like,
But I
bugging
found
me
out
or
I was-
something, I'm like, whoa, I need to take a break.
when we
Stop bugging me for a
like,
second.
I found out I was claustrophobic and scared of heights all on the same field trip. Our school took us to the arch. Let's go to the top of the arch.
Oh,
I was like, okay.
yeah.
As soon as we got in those little egg pods and it crammed up 5 or 6 of us in there, and we're like shoulder to shoulder in this little bitty spot, I was like, started having a panic feeling. I get up to the top of the arch. I didn't even know I was scared of heights yet. And they're like, okay guys, look over the city. I look down and I see everyone looking like the smallest ants I've ever seen. I'm like, and while you're up there, you feel a little bit of a sway.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, everyone's like, dude, look. And I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
I was about to fucking.
Bianca has like,
Well, dude,
my wife
that's-
has like video like proof and shit of me shitting my pants because we were too high on the fucking St. Louis ball game. I was like sitting on the higher bleachers because that's what we get for our the fucking senior trip. Shitting my pants the whole fucking time. I was like, fuck. I like sit here and watch a little bit of the game. I'm like, who's winning? I'm like, okay, I'm going over to get a hot dog. Yeah, like
It's like this is the 8th hot dog you've ate.
I just need a reason to get out of here.
These things are expensive, dude.
I need a water.
It's so fucking stupid to me that like my brain looks at heights and shit and is like, you don't want to fall, and since you don't want to fall, I'm gonna make you almost pass out and also make your legs buckle.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Oh,
I-
terrified?
I love those VR
like something
videos of people like falling. They're like, oh, and they actually like, boom.
There are so many great VR. Like I've seen people like do the roller coaster and they'll like they'll like get top heavy and run right into their TV and shit. I love the VR videos.
Yeah, dude. I saw one where it's
That's
like this.
something we need to do. Bustas
walking
in VR. man.
Oh, the walking
But I
place.
saw this one that like a dude get to the end of it and then he was like. And like jumped and like fucking
he
ran
jumped
through
right
through his TV. It's crazy to me to think that like his instinct was like jump off the fucking diving
Well,
board.
dude,
It's like that.
I thought that shit too. I was like, man, these people are taking it a little too far.
Once you're in
Until
the game.
I played one.
Yeah,
And then like when I was playing one, it was the one that was like you float around, you kind of play like soccer or whatever.
Yeah.
And like,
that's
he
the
was
one.
right there
I have
watching
an
me.
Oculus Quest 2 or whatever, and like I've gone.
You
but
need to bring that sometime.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, the gaming somehow was like Echo VR or something like that. But it was like a anti-gravity like frisbee soccer game.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
you're flying around this arena and shit, and you're supposed to grab onto things and throw it.
And so like I was like, okay, you know, because it starts you off in a little pod, and you got to grab the edges and pull yourself out in the zero grav, right? So I was like, well, this is a video game. This ain't going. And I was like, ah!
Yeah, we were all chilling out. Yeah, and like I saw him, he's like, okay.
I was like,
he's like
20 feet
and
in
then I
the
saw
air.
his body just like shake because he was like auto balancing.
Dude, my brother-in-law,
That's scary.
my brother-in-law Daniel Brogy, he just got one of those like Quest 2 or whatever,
Yeah,
one of the new ones.
the weird Facebook figure.
and he was like, he went over to my mom's house and he's like, you gotta try this, Jeanette.
Oh,
So my mom tried it. He put her into like this Jurassic Park one. So she was in it, and she don't know nothing about it. She don't know what makes you feel like the game. So she's in it, and then she like looks over, and there's a dinosaur running at her. She's just like, That was all she needed to do was see a dinosaur
dude,
coming at her.
it took me like a good 5 minutes to get like acclimated and realize I'm in a video game. I'm not gonna
Hey,
fall.
dude.
'Cause I was like,
Yeah, now that I do it, I'm
What's that one that feels like
to the
Matrix?
walls.
Hot Shot?
super hot.
Super hot.
Where it's like the more you
that is so
the
fun.
faster
Like
it
I
goes.
would
Yeah.
like I would literally be grabbing knives out of the air and be like,
Yeah, dude, VR.
throw my
like,
pistols.
Like I played it
grab
on
bottles.
Xbox, and I was like, that game's yeah, dude. I
Oh.
played it on Xbox, and I was like, that game's okay.
It makes-
Playing on VR, dude, it's like
Dude,
fucking.
it
10 out of
makes you
10.
feel like Neo. Like literally, I would be like
Yeah.
dodging bullets, and I'm like, throw
Yeah.
my gun because it ran out of ammo, grabbing bottles, slinging them.
Yeah.
Oh, it made me feel like
Dude, I really want to play
Neo.
The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. On
Oh, yeah,
VR.
I have
seen-
that.
I've
Yeah,
seen
I'll let
that.
you try that
I
shit.
want
It's
to
good.
play it.
Dude, it's satisfying, man.
Like
Get,
being
a
able to
screwdriver
grab
on his head.
them when they're coming at you and just like.
It's,
Yeah, then you
it's
gotta, like,
actually
actually
really good to
pull your
scary
knife
fucking
out.
zombie game, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I was like, it's like you're in like the boonies or something like that, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
swampy and all that shit. Well, I was like running from zombies and shit. I got into like this fucking really old like Western manor looking thing. I slammed the fucking door shut, and I was like grabbing. I was like, look, because you like open
throwing
shit. You get like what?
curtains
Yeah.
and
I
everything
found
at
like
the
a
door.
fucking screwdriver, and I sat there, and the zombies burst that fucking door down. I was like, fucking killing them all.
Fuck,
It's
yeah.
scary as fuck.
You know, my thing is I always forget that you can't kick in VR.
Yeah.
So I'm like kicking, and nothing's happening. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh yeah.
I remember my first time getting my VR. I had Beat Saber, and I was playing. I was
dude.
playing the fuck out of it, and I didn't realize how close I was to my dresser because my dresser's in front of my bed, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, boom, and I hit my wrist. I hit my wrist because I was going in for like a powerful fucking slice, and I just hit my wrist on my dresser so hard. I was like. All right, I'm done. I'm done for the I actually took a break because, dude, I hit it hard.
I bet,
all
man.
fours. Boom!
I live in a trailer, so my roof isn't that high up above me. And, like,
So you can-
my original area was like right underneath my ceiling fan when I was playing Big City
Oh,
shit.
God.
So like, yeah, so like a lot of times, especially when I'm playing like,
probably, huh?
I had like the link. Now that I got a PC, there's this thing called Side Quest where you can start downloading other songs, like
Oh,
custom,
Yeah.
so that people like custom map those songs
Yeah,
and shit.
I've seen them.
And I got like heavy metal shit going on
Yeah.
now. And I'm like, fuck yeah, boom! I'm like, pause. I like sit there and sit down.
You forget
And-
about the
yeah.
real world being there.
Just like
just-
slam and I
Well,
like break
what time is
glasses.
All right.
Is that
Oh,
it?
that's the podcast.
That's the podcast.
All right, everybody. This is the end of the podcast. Hope you liked it.
Check out the we're doing the
Stay
check
sexy and also check these videos out.
You gotta stay sexy though.
Hadouken!
Check these out.
Hadouken! 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 Come here, man!